Hello and welcome to a wholly unremarkable episode of The Brave Room. Not at all special this week. As always, unremarkably, I am Wan Amirul.
As always, also equally unremarkably is Kit.
The only special thing that we have this week is that we are actually recording this in person. The jank arc is over.
Hooray!
For now, anyways. Our current plan is we've devised a super special way that we can record these in person. But, if the past year has taught us anything, it's don't bother making plans. Things are gonna happen either ways.
Man proposes, God disposes.
Yeah, that's how we do. Anyways, don't forget, like this episode, share it. If we get like 2,000 plays, we have to do an audience submission. And remember to make those audience submissions. Square bracket, serious suggestion. And then I'll be forced to cover whatever horrible topic people who play Azure Lane come up with. Anyways, let's get into the episode. So, I don't know if you saw the news. We are recording this right after the Pokemon anniversary.
25 years old, that means even I'm older than it.
I mean, yeah, well, we knew you were older than it, every year because your number is always higher than the Pokemon number. However, Pokemon is old enough to have an existential crisis now.
A quarter-year crisis.
Yeah, it's old enough to realize that nothing really matters and you just kind of gotta do what you want to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If we don't get this episode called Existentialist Pokemon Talk, I don't know what we're gonna do. But anyways, existentialism isn't important because we got Sinnoh games.
Sinnoh is real.
Sinnoh is free and the buck is passed to Unova now.
Yes. I will take on the mantle of the annoying guy who keeps on asking Unova when Unova confirm Unova conspiracy theories.
I gotta say, that's my favorite part of the Pokemon fandom because we know the remakes are coming. Like, we know they're gonna do them in order and all that stuff. So I just love, the annoyance of it all. Of everyone going, yeah, but did you see Aegislash has 3 eyes and Hoenn is the 3rd region? Hoenn confirmed! So yeah. I'm excited is my point here.
I never played the older gen games before Unova, so I have little attachment to it, so I'm just on the sidelines eating popcorn and watching shit go down.
Waiting for your turn. Yeah, because people are not happy about the Sinnoh remakes. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I mean, I see people commenting about the art style, which is like the biggest thing I've seen. Some people say, oh, it's just a 3D model of the original classic 2D little pixels, and I'm like, okay, I guess.
Yeah, see, here's my problem with it. My problem is that the original chibi sprites are great. But I don't know, man. It's not everything has to be in 3D. Like, I would have appreciated if we had just gone back to 2D sprites. Because, okay, so here is Juan's 2-point reasons why he is suspicious of the Sinnoh remake. The first point is that it uses this generic ass Unreal Engine lighting that makes everything look grayed out. I want you to just in fact no, I will pull it up. We are going to take a look at just any screenshot from Diamond and Pearl and compare it to the remakes, what they call Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. Yeah.
Wouldn't Brilliant Pearl and Shining Diamond be better?
Nah, don't worry about it. I don't even know how to describe it. I'm showing Kit now the Diamond and Pearl screenshot.
Alright.
It's just they're both technically chibi art, but one of them doesn't feel right.
The remake looks a little bit washed out.
Right, it's a little bit washed out, and it's just Pokemon doesn't need to be washed out.
I mean, we've got crazy things, apples, which are actually dragons, so you think they can afford to be a little bit brighter.
And I have always been a Pokemon pixel art warrior, where I think like we don't always have to go back to the 3D models. You know, sometimes sprite are good. Sometimes sprite are good.
And having come from Unova, I'd say yeah, sprite art, good old sprite art.
I didn't quite like the Unova sprite art actually, because they did that whole thing where they kind of like live 2D rigged it. And so they were doing like idle animations. I felt that was too much in between 3D and 2D.
So I guess it must be my rose-colored glasses that say, Unova, everything is the best, especially the critical HD music which they removed for some reason.
That slaps. Yeah, no. The Pokemon is just always in this weird place where they always do that. It's like, hey, this thing was really good. Yeah, but it's not coming back in the next game. But why though?
Yeah, every time I think of the critical HP music, I'm thinking, you integrated that so well. The transitions were also done well, but you never bring it back. Why?
The closest thing I can think of when it comes to Pokemon iterating is Pokemon Ami, which was that feature they introduced in X and Y where you could like physically pet your Pokemon. Yeah. That is the most genius feature they've ever made. Like whoever brought that up first, like I hope they're listening to this podcast on a yacht right now. because it was on the 3DS, right?
Yeah.
And, I'm tapping it and like, petting my Pokemon. I'm just like, this is amazing.
And sometimes you realize that the Pokemon's mouth are not where you thought they were.
Yeah. And then you have the weirdos who put Gardevoir and Pokemon on me. Hey, dating tip. Ask a guy if he's ever used a Gardevoir for Pokemon on me. If he says yes, then run. Okay, we're gonna side tangent here. Why are people so creepy about Gardevoir? Like, I get it. Like she's the waifu Pokemon. But, like, also, it's hella creepy.
Well, I've seen stuff kind of not willingly of just ordinary Pokemon, not even humanoids. So I really would not like to comment on that.
Okay, wait, I'm gonna call a dude out then. Because there was this really creepy webcomic going around about this guy and the comic is about this Gardevoir who's like got a crush on her trainer and she talks and she's got a weeby ass name. She's called like Haruka or something like that. And it was just like, we let your freak flag fly on this podcast, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna call it out when I see it. It's like fetish.
And also, I know at least one fan game where the Gardevoir is obsessed over her trainer. So I'm like, okay. But the funny thing is, Gardevoir obsessed over trainer was not the worst thing in that fan game, which I shall not mention because I will not subject anyone else to that hell.
Okay, listeners, if you're listening to this, I don't know what this fan game is, so please comment it down below because I want to know what this fan game is. And I don't think Kit's going to tell me. But yeah, no, so everyone wanting to fuck Gardevoir is weird. I'm kind of upset they haven't mentioned anything about Pokemon Platinum though.
Platinum is which one?
Platinum is the third version of Diamond and Pearl.
Oh yeah, the
Giratina one.
Yeah, Giratina.
So my favorite thing that Platinum did was it changed the health bars to black. Like the UI became like, how Adobe CS6 is grey whereas CS5 is white.
Okay.
Yeah, it did exactly the same thing.
So the emo person's game.
Yeah, it also gave everyone winter outfits, and it had a whole plot with Giratina.
Giant space centipede.
Giant hell centipede, please. Giratina is freaking cool. The new form that they gave Giratina in Platinum version is also the best Giratina. That's where it's got like the Diablo style angel wings coming off of it.
Oh.
And no legs, so it's no longer a centipede.
So it's smooth, it's peeled.
Yeah, it's peeled.
Shout out to peeled Pokemon, by the way.
God. Yeah. But yeah, no, so Diamond Pearl, we know nothing about it other than they kept the chibi art style. It looks like they're not going to do wild areas and stuff in that game. So all the fan worry that it was just going to be Sword and Shield but with Sinnoh locations. You guys are free. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Because that's its own game.
And all the times where cringe fan games when praise Arceus was, or however you like to pronounce it, I don't know. There's like
Here's the
2
thing,
to 3.
it's
Tomato.
it's canonically Arceus,
Okay.
but it's also stupid.
Is the Shinto god stuck in a fence?
Yeah. So, like, yeah, it's a completely new Pokemon game. It's an open world Pokemon game called Pokemon Legends Arceus. It's also set in the Sinnoh region in the past.
People were saying that their logos looked suspiciously like Team Galactic.
Yeah, I didn't hear that, but that seems like that's probably going to be the case because Team Galactic is the villain for the Sinnoh arc anyways. Here's what I hate about Pokemon fans is that they don't actually know what they want most of the time. And so they were like, oh yeah, open world Pokemon game and da. And I'm just like, this literally just looks like another Pokemon game with a few more bells and whistles and a shitty frame rate. Like, did you see that gameplay trailer?
I have little to no interest in open world games because I just find I need a little bit of linearity, alright? Well, I did see people complaining about it, of course, because...
Yeah, the frame rate was bad. And you thought the lighting in the Sinnoh remakes was bad? Like, Legends has it way worse. Like, it literally looks like someone's Minecraft mod.
At the very least, it's coming out 2022, so hopefully it'll be better by then.
Hopefully. I don't have much hope for it though. But which is a shame because I really want to like that game. Like, I think some of those bells and whistles are really nice. Like, the fact that Pokemon actually run up to each other before they hit each other now. That's a cool little touch. We know like almost nothing else about it. The stream cut out halfway and it just ended during the presentation. Nintendo never really clarified that, so I think they're just saying, "Oh no, that was the end of it."
It ended was like 23 minutes in, and then suddenly stopped, and I was like, "Wait a minute, is that it?" And my whole timeline was, "That it." And meanwhile, I'm also thinking about that Pokemon fan bingo. Is it no matter what they announce, all the boxes are just filled with salt.
That's the thing, right? There's too many types of Pokemon fans. I gotta say, like, since we're doing a Pokemon appreciation talk right now, right? One thing I love about Pokemon is whenever Pokemon jumps into a new genre, like, the rule they have is that you have to make that genre more accessible. So, fun fact, I like fighting games. Like, I'm insufferable about how much I like fighting games. It's only a miracle that I haven't steered this podcast towards a fighting game-based podcast. Actually, wait up. Once Guilty Gear comes up, we may explore this topic in more depth.
You'll be the chat and virgin meme where I'll be the virgin because I really have no idea about this either. My interests are very specific. I feel like I mentioned this before.
Yeah. Anyways, you'd think that was how insufferable about fighting games I am. I've been playing it since the arcade days or something. Wrong. I've been playing since late 2018. In fact, even then it was more like March 2019. The first fighting game that, like, I've owned fighting games before, but it was always just like I'm just gonna like wiggle sticks and press buttons. It wasn't until I played Pokken, which is the Pokemon fighting game, that I got, like, it actually clicked in my head. Because how Pokken worked was, it's rock, paper, scissors. You have attacking, blocking, and grabbing. And so blocking beats attacking, grabbing beats blocking, attacking beats grabbing.
Alright.
That is actually how fighting games work. Like, at its base level, that is what fighting games are. And I was just like, holy shit, I get it now.
Aha! The
And then-
Eureka moment from Pokken.
Yeah, I was telling my friend about it. He's like, oh my god, you just learned neutral. And I'm like, what? And he goes, yeah, this is literally what neutral is. And I'm just like, oh, I get it now. And then after that, just learning other fighting games became easier and easier. So yeah, and even with Pokemon Unite, it's a MOBA, but it's a MOBA with capture points instead. So just like, I'm probably not going to play it because MOBAs suck. And if you play a MOBA, you suck. But it's a cool idea. And I kind of like that that's Pokemon's mission statement for every game they make.
I also can't wait for all the toxic teams about Pokemon Mobile.
Oh man, I can't wait for someone to be like, why are you using Garchomp? Garchomp is bottom tier. Stop feeding with Garchomp. Oh man, we gotta play Unite when it comes out, and then I gotta take screenshots of all the bad chat messages I'm gonna get.
Well, considering it's Pokemon and they have a built-in sensor here and there, so I'm pretty sure there won't be an actual party chat. It'll probably be few sentence prompts like here, there, or locations. And
Oh,
stuff.
we're gonna have like the community is gonna decide which of these phrases is sarcastic. Good job, good job.
I can see it now. In party chat, some guy is spamming good game, good game, good game.
Oh man.
And some poor kid will spend their pocket money on buying their favorite Pokemon and don't understand what the heck's going on.
That's gonna be me though, because I'm literally only gonna play it for Garchomp.
Oh, wait, was Bulbasaur in?
Bulbasaur is in here.
Alright. But until they get Froakie in, then maybe I won't play. Also, I will not be spending a Pokemon online game. I have other things to spend on.
Fair enough. Now, you may have noticed, dear listener, that I was ragging on Pokemon quite a bit at the start of this. Now, you will be surprised to know that one of the things I hate the most is people who rag on Pokemon unnecessarily. This is the paradox of my existence, you see. No, because okay, so Sword and Shield, right? Sword and Shield did a lot of things to make people kind of mad. There was the whole limiting the Pokedex. There's the fact the wild area performs like ass. This is just a problem that kind of happens over and over again. It's just like Pokemon games do not seem to have the quality of a 25-year-old franchise.
The online connectivity was pretty...
Okay, no, Pokemon's online... Okay, it peaked at X and Y. Because X and Y had the player search system. Where it was if you connect to the internet. So say I'm on Route 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says, hey, here's every player that's on Route 3 right now. And you can just tap them if you want to interact with them. Or, here are your friends that are online. Or, here are the last 5 trainers you've interacted with if you want to interact with them again. So if you wanted to battle them, you could just rematch them from that menu. Sword and Shield is so bad about this.
So we come full circle back to the topic of you had good ideas in your old games, but you just won't bring them back.
Yeah, pretty much. And that being said, despite all the ragging, Sword and Shield is a fine game. It's okay. I don't think it's the death of Pokemon. It's just, at the end of the day, Pokemon is Pokemon is Pokemon.
And I also prefer buying a DLC instead of going out and buying a whole separate game for it.
Exactly. And yet, every other Pokemon fan I meet, you're not allowed to like Sword and Shield. No, let me tell you why Sword and Shield is bad though. No, but if you zoom in on the tree, the texture's pixelated. That's so lazy. What the hell? It's just...
They recycle animations, and yes, they like to save money. Thank you very much.
Here's the thing, that's actually one of the most clever things the Pokemon Company has done. It was at the start of the Sword and Shield marketing cycle where they revealed that they actually made a vault of Pokemon. So basically they told their modeling team hey, make a model for all 800 Pokemon and it must have these animations. And now every game uses those models. Mm-hmm. So Sword and Shield, Pokemon Go, and even despite the fact that Legends looks like ass, it's using the same models. The problem is, I'm pretty sure priority was given to the console games. Mm-hmm. So it's designed to look good in the console games art style. And for whatever reason, Legends was like, we don't want to use that art style. Black outlines are cartoony for babies, and Legends a grown-up game for men who have sex. And so there's no black outlines, and so the models look weird.
Pokemon Peel 2.0?
It looks like, those Mon Calamari figures, the tiny collectible ones?
Can't say I'm very familiar with them.
Okay, well, anyways, it just looks like those, but if you like shine a bright light on them, so there's no shadows at all. And it's just like these are cartoon animals. They should look cartoony.
But it's open world.
It's open world. Shut up. So yeah, no, that's my big gripe with Legends and Pokemon fans. The other thing is people like praising Legends already. There's someone was just like, oh man, it's gonna be a non-linear game. I'm like, nowhere in that presentation did they say it was going to be a non-linear game. What you saw was running around the field. That they are not the same.
Also, these games are often catered to kids, so I'm sure there will be at least a certain degree of linearity to it.
Yeah, I think it's literally just gonna be Sword and Shield, where it's just like, here is the wild area.
But it's the whole game.
No, it's literally like Sword and Shield is the wild area is a huge chunk of the center of the map, and all the towns are kind of connected to it. So it'll be like from this town to this town, you'll need to cross another part of the wild area, and I'm pretty sure that's what Legends is gonna be. Listen, Pokemon Company, I love you and all, but I don't think you're that like innovative to come up with an entirely new gameplay system.
Well, they did outsource. Game Freak did outsource to Ilka, so hopefully something's better. Like they don't crunch and all that jazz after our podcast about crunch.
Yeah, hopefully they listen to the Brave Room episode. Was it 6? Was featuring Juan Hasmir. Crunch equal bad. Available now on Anchor, Spotify, and YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just it's an infuriating deal being a Pokemon fan nowadays, because the games are not as great as they should be, and the fans are super annoying as well.
At least the merchandise is super cute.
Yeah, I saw this Moncole like fat Pikachu. Like, because Gigantamax Pikachu is just fat Pikachu.
Yeah.
And
Pika chunk.
I tell you, it took so much willpower to not buy it. It was like 100 ringgit. And I was having a shitty day, and I was just like, buying a fat chew might make this day better, I'm not gonna lie. Instead, I bought a tiny Garchomp for 25 ringgit. Hey chat, I want you to just guess what my favorite Pokemon is, just by one.
Also, my favorite Pokemon is one I haven't mentioned yet. But it's in the DLC for Sword and Shield.
What is it?
It's a cloud.
Cloud?
Cloud. It's a fluffy cloud.
Oh, there's... I can't remember off the top of my head. Are there cloud?
It looks like a cloud when it's mega evolved.
Oh, is it Ampharos?
No.
Huh.
I mean, it already looks like a cloud. It just became even fluffier cloud.
Oh, Altaria.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's the one. That's the one.
But I wasn't going to pay money for DLC for a game that I didn't touch after I hatched a shiny Sylveon for one Pokemon.
I bought the DLC and I have not beaten either of them yet.
Oh,
because
God.
Isle of Armor has a really boring story. Okay, and here's my main point. Is Pokemon getting old or am I? Because Isle of Armor's story is so generic. It's, oh, here's a trainer with a bad attitude and you're their rival, and then you have to they slowly learn to be a better person because you're leading them by good example. And I'm like, I see this bad attitude trainer, I'm like, I'm not responsible for you being a better person. Like, please do this on your own.
Is that you, Silver? Is that you?
Silver's different though. Like, Silver's not trying to be a good person.
But I mean, he does become a better person.
Silver's the best rival. In case you're wondering, like chat, Silver is the best rival. He just like at the end of Gold, he's just like, I'm gonna go take over Team Rocket now. Ciao. He does something like that, I think. I just remember his outro being like freaking sick.
Just remember his art from the Gotcha video, which I love so much, really.
Okay, yeah, thank you for bringing this up. I forgot about this. We are gonna talk about Pokemon Company America branch. You suck at celebrating anniversaries. So last year, Pokemon released a very beautiful music video. Because it was called Gotcha by Bumper Chicken.
No, the song itself is Acacia.
No, I mean the video is called Gotcha. and it was this really nice like animated thing that had like short snippets of all the Pokemon characters. And I was telling my brother, you can tell how much love goes into like a tribute video by how many minor characters appear in it. Like the end of that video shows the Battle Maison girls. No one even remembers they exist anymore, and this video like had them in. And that was like, it kind of hit my soft spots. I was just like, yeah, Pokemon's a really special franchise, and it's nice to see like everyone. You know what they did for the live stream? They had Post Malone on. I hate Post Malone. They had this like 3D model of Post Malone performing with like kind of like weird 3D models of Pokemon and stuff. It's like Post Malone and Katy Perry. I don't know if Katy Perry got a video as well, but they were. I hate celebs, is what I'm saying.
I feel that people universally panned it because I heard nothing about that.
No, I saw like the thing is we hang around very niche groups. We are not mainstream people, but I've seen people tweet out like, "Oh my God, it's Post Malone for Pokemon. This is the best thing ever," and I'm just like, "No, it's not."
Please see Gotcha.
Please see Gotcha. Please see Pokemon The Origin, which is still the best like Pokemon OVA I've ever seen.
Yeah. I should really go rewatch that actually. It was really nice.
It was freaking nice. I think my favorite thing when you're doing like an adaptation of a video game is when you have the scene where it's playing all the lines from the game scene like one to one.
Yes.
Because it's like that scene where red reaches green and green is like the champion is so good. Like it's so good in the game and it's so good in the OVA as well. And he's like literally just repeating his lines like one for one. It's just like, oh yeah, you've defeated the Elite Four, you are now the champion, is what I would say had someone not beaten you to it. Go now into the next room. And then he's there, and then the music actually plays like his theme. And I'm just.
And then suddenly Captain America GF. I understood that reference.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Like Pokemon is really good at doing that. At doing fan service that hits just right. So why the hell did we get Post Malone in on this? Post Malone just like, oh yeah, I played Pokemon as a kid. Is Post Malone British? I don't know. But
we were in Britain, sort of.
But yeah, no, I don't care about Post Malone. The problem is, Bump of Chicken is not a household name. Post Malone, unfortunately, is.
And also, is the Animus.
Get these Kaigai Nikis out of her. I say, as Pokemon is one of the best localized franchises in the world.
Don't forget the jelly donuts.
The jelly donuts, yeah. Oh man. But yeah, no. Oh, now I just want to rewatch Pokemon The Origin.
I'm just thinking of the Black White 2 animated trailer. I just miss Unova so much. Insert crying GF.
I don't like Unova, but I really like that animated trailer. I wish they did that for more games. That's another thing they should have brought forward.
And it's also where you can see how terrible the male protagonist's hair is. I still don't get it.
It's so great because on one hand you have Hilda, who is like honestly probably one of the most lewd Pokemon protagonists ever. And on the other hand, you have a character so unremarkable that I can't even remember his canon name.
I think it's Hilbert.
I thought Hilbert was the black one. Who knows? Oh man.
It's okay, you can feel.
Oh no, as Rosa. Rosa is the black 2 one, and then Hilda and Hilbert are black 1, and Rosa and something else. I don't know.
I mean, you can always comment somewhere.
Yeah, someone comment and correct us. Be like, dummies. You say you love Pokemon, but you can't remember the protagonist of a game that you didn't play.
I did play, but.
No, I didn't. It's a point of pride for me that I didn't play 5. I didn't play Gen 5.
Damn.
It was during my off phase. I was just like, I'm not into Pokemon as much. That worked out for like 2 years.
I mean, with games coming out pretty much every year, it's kind of inevitable.
Yeah, no, I have. Sometimes I think I might be suffering from a bit of Pokemon burnout because we had a new Pokemon game almost every year now.
Except for last year, because last year was the DLC.
No, last year what? Hey, wait, no, I've lost time to the pandemic again. Yeah, no, okay, yeah, we didn't get a Pokemon game last year because we got Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra.
I mean, unless you want to count Cafe Mix and...
Now, mainline games. We've
yeah.
had a mainline game every year. We had Sword and Shield, and then what was the year before that? Yeah, before that was Let's Go.
Let's Go.
And then year before that was Ultra Sun, Usum. And then...
And then, of course, Sun Moon.
I really didn't like Sun Moon.
I actually really liked it a lot because it got me to chain for shinies for the first time. Because I did play Y, but I didn't want to complete the Pokédex in Y.
Chaining for shinies is way easier in Auras. Yeah, the year before that was Auras, and then the year before that was X and Y. And here's the thing, here's my problem with Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon looked almost identical to X and Y, except it ran worse. Because it was chugging the 3DS.
Yeah, don't forget all those Z moves, whichever.
Zork moves. That being said, Sun and Moon did one thing great, which is it introduced one of my favorite characters, which is Police Chief Annabelle. She's actually a character from Hoenn, but she got a redesign for Sun and Moon. Just look at that glow up. So to describe what's on our screens right now, so Hoenn Annabelle, I'm not gonna lie, she's actually kind of hot as well. She's got this very 80s look to her, whereas her new design, she is wearing a suit with a low ponytail and just, good good. And I am sad that she is locked to this game and has never been referenced ever since. My one hope, I was just like, Pokemon Masters is definitely gonna have her, right? Hasn't shown up yet. We've gone 2 Cynthias. Cynthia's another great design, by the way, but that's besides the point. We've gone 2 Cynthias and no Annabelle. What the hell, Pokemon Company? I will play your game. Just let me go on adventures with Cynthia and Annabelle together.
Feedback to Dana, please. Add
Suit Annabelle.
Suit Annabelle, specifically.
Specifically suit Annabelle. And more Cynthias, please. Hey man, the original outfit Cynthia is really, really good. Where her outfit is made to look like that freaking Komodo Pokemon. I don't know.
I just remember playing the post game of Y, was it, and getting bodied by her. And okay, let's not play this anymore.
She's not in Y's post game. She's in either Sun and Moon or Auras' post game.
I did not play Aura, so it's probably Sun and Moon.
Yeah, Sun and Moon. So Sun and Moon is one where the Battle Frontier, a bunch of champions are on vacation and you can fight them.
I got absolutely bodied, so I decided, okay, never mind.
It's funny, like everyone talks about the trauma of dealing with her Garchomp or whatever. I did not have problems with her Garchomp.
Oh.
For me, my problem was her freaking Togekiss.
The egg.
Yeah, that thing doesn't die. I had a Gastrodon, and I had to rely on Stone Edge. That's the kind of poverty my team was running. Where my sole hope was Stone Edge of all moves. The move that gives all Pokemon players a trauma of anything other than 100% certainty. So yeah, no, that Togekiss. Ugh. I don't remember how I dealt with her Garchomp. But after I took out her Togekiss, the rest of the fight just went easy. I remember the last Pokemon I had left was my Infernape and it was dying. And then suddenly she's sending out her last Pokemon. It's like, oh, she's sending out Roserade. And I was just like, thank you, God. Thank you, God.
There it goes.
For this weak ass bush.
Well, there it goes.
Well, there it goes. Guess I'm the champion now. She's like, hey, Cynthia, just so you know, I've won.
Also, I'm free on Sunday night.
Also, I'm free on Sunday night. Please. Please. Yeah, no, I think that's a Pokemon retrospective if you've ever had one. Okay, wait, before we close this out, what was your first Pokemon game?
Black and white.
Black and White was straight up your first Pokemon game.
Yes.
Oh boy, now I feel old.
In my household, if you want these luxury items, you get it for yourself. So I borrowed my brother's DS and acquired Black and White and Black and White too, and just fell in love, I suppose.
That's good. Yeah, no. The first game I played was actually Red, but that was on an emulator. And then we got Pokemon Gold on my sister's Game Boy Color. And man, I don't miss them, but it's some fun memories of I could only play as long as the batteries would let me. So I would get a pack of AA batteries at the start of the day and be like, oh, that's the thing, because this was a semi-legal copy of the game.
Semi-legal.
And so it could not save for whatever reason. So every time I started, it was the world's first roguelike. It was every time I started, it was a new run. So what I would do is, if I had like a nice weekend or whatever, Friday I'd go out and buy like AA batteries, start of the day, plug them in, and be like, let's see how far I get today, and keep going till the battery dies and I lose my entire team. But yeah, no, gold version was good. Music was really, really top notch. Never got past the third gym. Then I played Heart Gold when that came out, and I made it past the Johto League, and couldn't clear Kanto because Pokemon needs a better end game, is what I'm saying. Because that was a good end game. Here's 8 more gym battles, and they're all high level.
And you got reference in Gotcha too.
It did, yeah.
And that video is just so good.
I'm still listening to it while we're working.
I mean, I also open it up every now and again and just see all the details. I mean, I don't recognize like 90% of them, but it's so much good fun.
It is. It's the fact that, because a lot of Pokemon stuff is just like, here's Diamond and Pearl on the DS, and here's X and Y on the 3DS. Whereas this one was like, because it's an actual like bespoke animation made for the thing, so it just feels really good. Instead of just look, it's that thing you remember. It's like, no, we paid animators to like draw Cynthia looking like a powerful boss lady, and then cutting to all the other champions who are all inferior in comparison. We should probably wrap this up soon.
Being blocked by the notification.
Yeah, no, our timer has just been blocked. Thank you, unnamed antivirus brand. If you like this episode, if you like boomer Pokemon talk, make sure to, give this episode a like on YouTube, or just, play it over and over again on Anchor so that the numbers look better. And if it hits 2,000 plays or likes, we'll do more of it. Don't forget, comments, square brackets, serious suggestion, and then I will have to do one of these. So you guys gotta work together, come up with a good idea for a topic that I have to do.
Also, please answer the Black White 2's male protagonist name, because I'm not gonna Google that just for this.
Yeah, hell if we know who they are. Anyways, this has been another episode of The Brave Room. Thank you so much for listening. Remember, we're on YouTube, Anchor, and Spotify. Ooh. This has been Wan and Kit from Gamerbraves.
And this has been Kit, also from Gamerbraves.
And signing off.